You gotta keep the devil down in the hole.
Hey everybody, it's Dead Winter Dead with another Battlefield 4 video. Today is an initial impressions video on the SAR 21. That stands for Singapore Assault Rifle 21st Century. It is a bullpup style rifle designed and built in Singapore. Now, like I said, this is just going to be an initial impressions video. As you can see, it is a bullpup design weapon. That means the magazine is behind the actual trigger guard and trigger mechanism. They're designed for close quarters combat, and they usually tuck in tight to the shoulder. I don't have a lot unlocked for this weapon. I just have the coyote sight. A little later on, I get the laser sight as well as the ergo grip. So this is going to be a basic intro review to it. Now, as you can see, it's fairly decent at medium range with the coyote sight. I am utilizing tap firing. I don't have the muzzle brake or any of the more advanced front grips for this weapon unlocked, so I can't really speak to how it would do when firing full auto or how the recoil is able to be managed through further upgrades and attachments. But I will say this, it does have an extremely slow rate of fire. Now, I left that clip in there to show you how easily you can be taken down by a weapon that has a higher rate of fire. That's the AK-5C, the engineer carbine. These clips were just a couple seconds apart. The exact same guy takes me down with the exact same weapon. You don't really stand a chance in close quarters combat against anything that has a higher rate of fire. The FAMAS, the AEK, most of the engineer carbines, and most of the PDWs, unless you can really get the drop on somebody. Hit them from behind or hit them from the side in close quarters combat and you have a chance. Going head to head, they're going to put more rounds down range than you are, and they're going to win 9 times out of 10. Now, in this video, you see me missing a bunch of these shots. I'm just all over the place. I was still kind of trying to figure out how to manage the recoil. I do end up getting both kills, but it was really sloppily done. Alright, we're going to be taking our stats from Simthic.com. The max damage for this weapon is 25, minimum damage of 18. The drop off for the damage starts at 8 meters and ends at 55. Now, the Achilles heel for this weapon is, of course, the rate of fire, like I mentioned before. 600 rounds per minute. It has a magazine size of 31. Reload times, if empty, that means if you fire the last round in your magazine and that bolt locks to the rear, is 3.4 seconds. If you still have a round in the chamber, 2.3 seconds. Now, this weapon, on paper, statistically has the least amount of recoil, I believe, of all of the assault rifles. And yet I'm still finding the recoil a little bit odd. It might be a case of I might be overcompensating because I'm so used to using the LMGs. I'm a support class player at heart. I typically play more support than anything else. And the LMGs require a lot more recoil management than the assault rifles do. So like I said, I might be overcompensating. I don't have too much time with this weapon, maybe 30 or 40 minutes around there. And obviously not too many kills because my unlocks are still at a very basic level. I'm not even sure if I unlocked that coyote sight. I may have actually gotten it in a battle pack and just gotten lucky. Now, my experience with the SAR 21 has been hot and cold thus far. And so far, the state that I have the weapon in now, I cannot recommend it. Its rate of fire really does bring it down. But there are situations like this where, hey, I think this is going to be a good medium to long range engagement weapon if I can get a higher magnification sight. And here, sometimes you just get lucky. That guy was trying to run me down, but he ended up giving me a haircut with the undercarriage of that Jeep. Now, in these next couple of clips, this is where I end up getting a little bit more comfortable with the SAR and getting some more lucky shots. And I find that, like I said before, if you want a close quarters combat, oh, by the way, the SAR apparently can't shoot through stairs. Right there, I tried to get that guy, so when I failed, I had to relocate and take him from a different direction. That should just be a basic tactic for everybody. If you fail in an engagement and you can't completely get out of the way, just relocate real quick, turn around, and hit him from a different direction. That way he doesn't see it coming. But like I was saying, close quarters combat is not going to be the strong suit of the SAR-21. It's going to shine in the right hands at medium to long range engagements. Those probably aren't going to be my hands. I'm sure some of you out there are excellent at medium to long range engagements with the assault rifle class, and I would suggest ranking this weapon up and giving that a shot. Close quarters, you're going to have to outflank your enemies. You're going to have to get behind them, or you're going to have to get them from the side. Now this is a part of the match where one wing of the hotel comes tumbling down. We all get screen shake. My system even started lagging here for a minute. But while everyone was freaking out, I was able to outflank these guys from the side. They were waiting for me to come out by the elevators, and it just didn't happen. And I was able to attack them from the side. The SAR, you have to be able to get behind your enemy or hit them from the side if you're going to engage the enemy up close and personal. Well guys, that's my initial impressions of the SAR-21. I'm going to try to get a little bit more experience under my belt, unlock some more attachments, and bring you a proper review. I'm Dead Winter Dead. Thanks for watching.